cover letter, I guess a page is fine. If it goes a bit over, that's okay. We're not looking for like 1,000-word essay or anything like that. So I don't know how many pages 1,000 words would take up, but make it look like a letter, I think, is a good tip. It is a cover letter. You don't know how to set out a letter, Google it. There's heaps of examples online. And as building on what Sydney said, tailor it. If you are applying for a specific firm, tell them why. Tell them why you're interested in them in particular. We are well aware that people apply to more than one firm, and that is absolutely fine. But if your cover letter is blatantly a generic one and you've like global replaced Bell Gully with another name, then that's not something that gets us particularly excited. But if you've included the reason why you're interested in Bell Gully, that you've seen a particular deal in the newspaper and that you've seen this particular partner has worked on it and you really want to work in that area and that's why Bell Gully, then that's something that sets you apart from others. So that's quite cool. How long should the CV be? As long as it takes to kind of capture what you've done. So could be 1 page, could be 2 pages, anything more than that. You might want to cut things out, but it's kind of up to you what you put in there. But generally, any work experience that you've had, we are interested in. If it's paid or unpaid, doesn't really matter. We look at all sorts of things. So the transcript is one part of the information that we have about you, but it is not the be all and end all. If we can see, so there's another question now. Would you say Bell Gully has more an emphasis on candidates being well-rounded or academic? So that's where I was just going with this. We look for well-rounded people. So someone with straight A pluses who's never done anything else is maybe not quite as interesting to us as someone with Bs, but they've also had a full-time job throughout uni and played in a sports team and been on the, I don't know, one of the club's exec teams. So we are looking for more than just grades. We are looking for well-rounded candidates.
And we're also looking for different types of candidates, because I think I often get asked, you know, what should I put in my cover letter, or what sort of candidates are you looking for? And we're not looking for one kind of person, because we're a large firm with a lot of different teams and departments, and you know, we don't want a full cohort of extroverts or a full cohort of introverts. You know, we need people, different types of people who communicate in different ways and have different interests. And so I think just be yourself, tell us about who you are, and just focus on that, because we are looking for different types of people. Yeah.
I would say, as another tip for your cover letter and CV, have someone else proofread it. So the number of them that we do get through with the wrong firm name or spelling mistakes or like whatever comes through, have someone else have a look at it, because you've probably looked at your CV and your cover letter 1,000 times and you'll be a bit blind to the mistake. But if someone else looks over it for you, then that can sometimes point those out. That's just a tip. You've got someone that can help you with those things. Cool.
Oh, I'll just jump in there and say that's what we are here for as well. So UC Careers will help with any of your CV and application questions. I mean, I would really recommend coming in and seeing us and booking in a session probably soon, since applications are opening on the 10th. But yeah, we can help you to make sure that you stand out.
What I'd say is like really focus and emphasize on your personal interests. So even if you don't think that they align, you know, fully with corporate law, or you don't think that it's something you should bring up, I still think you really should, because I did the same thing, and my whole interview was essentially just talking about, like, one, my full-time or my part-time job at the time, and then two, I talked with a partner about football for literally half the interview. So like I said, the interviews are very conversational, and you should really just emphasize your interest, because it shows Bell Gully who you are as a person, and that's beneficial in your application.
Absolutely agree with that. Yeah, we've got one guy who likes to remind us that half of his interview was discussing the hot dog eating competition that he had won and put on his CV as an achievement. So things like that, they just give us a bit of a flavour of who you are, and that's what we want to see come through from your CV and your cover letter.